to me as well, Jim. But the worst thing he ever did to me, we were going up to the Howard Keel Golf Classic, okay? Well, I was going up there, and he phoned me. He said, "Are you going to the Howard Keel Golf Classic?" I said, "Yes, I'm going up there." He said, "We could go together." I said, "Oh, yeah, that'd be lovely. Just like old times. Bloody awful."
I remember doing that ever so well, you know, how to stuff, you know, chocolates in people's gobs. Well, I had to take all my jewellery off. I nearly lost, you know, half my rings, and one of this thing I nearly lost.
Qualifications are very limited in terms of options. You know, of course I had varied many different jobs, but none of them were brain surgeons.
Mr. Speaker, I am grateful to my honourable friend for his kind words. With regard to Stansted, it is of course close to the M11, and I understand that the British Airports Authority is building a dual carriageway road.
I suppose I was born in the country, and there wasn't television. Radio, which I loved, used to listen to for hours and hours. And my father was a very good storyteller. My mother knew about them, but I didn't understand them at the time.
I mean, I found it hard to take it seriously anyway. I mean, the thing was phony. The Listener this week have called it, I've got written down what they said, they've called it bilge, childishly brutal, Rambo expression of infantile anger, an absurd and boring movie.
I don't think so. I mean, after all, the essence of all true communication is a lack of inhibition, isn't it? That's the essence of it. If you're going to throw a party and everyone's going to get together, you've got to have what they call an icebreaker, and then people say, have a few drinks and a chat and all that, but I don't need it. I've got it anyway.
It was a great training, it really was. It was 3 years of solid graft. The interesting thing was that the central school was at the Royal Albert Hall then, and we used to use the crush rooms for doing exercises and voice classes. And
I left school, I wanted to be a journalist, and I was told that this couldn't be. The headmaster said, you can't be a journalist because you don't have a GCE in English, and I have since told this to journalists, and they've laughed and said, I've never heard anything so ridiculous. You know, none of them had GCEs. Yeah.
Absolutely not, but I know that he had great ambitions to be a president. I mean, it goes right back to whenever he was that high. 1990, he was saying that he wanted to become the President of the United States. But I knew he was an unreconstructed misogynist. I knew the kind of character I was going to be interviewing.